Buenos dias and welcome to Mi Casa, Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd here on the Top Mexico channel. Mi Casa, Tu Casa is a program about real people from the United States, real people from Canada, and different parts of Europe as they take on their international adventure in search of the perfect real estate property in Mexico. From buying to investing and everything in between, Mi Casa is Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd is sure to be an adventure of a lifetime. So buckle up. Mi Casa is Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd is about to start right now.
With the Mex Law legal team on your side, you don't need to worry about your real estate legal transaction. We do everything for you, from collecting and verifying title deeds, reviewing the notary's work, paying taxes, and translating documents. Your transaction funds will be available when needed, are fully insured, and safely deposited in a Canadian bank account. Our 24/7 legal service team will be available year-round, ready to answer any questions and provide you with reliable advice. Mex Law regularly trains, orientates, and informs real estate professionals about the legislation that may affect the industry. We are a Canadian firm with 35 years of experience in international real estate transactions and legal services in Mexico, the US, and Canada. Mex Law, Mexican law, international standards.
Today's adventure takes place in one of the most beautiful and exotic locations in the world, the Riviera Maya coast. Crystal blue Caribbean waters, white sandy beaches, and picturesque landscapes dominate this majestic and pristine part of the world. With nearly 22.6 million visitors annually and 1 billion expats calling this country home, Mexico is fast becoming the destination hotspot and relocation destination worldwide. Since the recent emergence from the global real estate market crash, Mexico, and mainly the Riviera Maya, has turned into one of the most sought-after real estate purchasing opportunities on the planet. Now ranked the second fastest growing real estate market in the world, Mexico is calling like a beacon to those who want to buy their very own piece of paradise. White, powdery sand beneath your toes, an ice-cold margarita in your hands, and turquoise blue Caribbean waters. This isn't a dream. This can be your life. This is where our adventure begins.
Today, our adventure begins in the Caribbean paradise of Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Now, our guests, the Morrisons, who we're going to meet in just a bit, are huge pet lovers, and they've been looking for their very own piece of the Mexican Caribbean paradise ever since their relocation thoughts had first emerged. With many worldwide options to choose from, the Morrisons decided to take their plunge with their furry little friends, of course, and land right here in the tropical and exotic Playa del Carmen, Mexico. But as we all know, when deciding to move, especially to another country, and with pets, no doubt, that's really the beginning of their adventure. With import laws, health laws, and immunization concerns, there's a lot to contend with when bringing your furry little friends to Mexico. With their general home location in mind, their quest for the perfect paradise property can now begin for them. I recently sat down with them to help them navigate this sometimes overwhelming and exciting quest for their Mexican dream home. This is what they had to say. Good friends of mine. And hello, Bob, Cathy. How are you guys doing?
Hi, Thomas.
Hello, Thomas.
Great.
Bob and Cathy, tell me a little bit about yourselves. Where are you guys from?
Well, originally I was born in Iowa, but I actually grew up in Arizona. Tucson, Arizona is where I met Bob.
Good, Bob. What about you?
I'm a native Tucsoner. I've lived there almost all my life.
And what did you guys do up there in Arizona?
Well, I've done a lot of things. I'm an electrical engineer. I started a successful medical software company. After I sold that, I started teaching business at the University of Arizona. And then I decided to retire, and that's why we started looking for a place. In the meantime, though, I had in the summer taught in a number of Mexico's national science laboratories.
Good.
And so as a result, probably Cathy and I have seen more of Mexico than most Mexicans. And that was a real advantage in settling here because we sampled all of the major cities in Mexico. And we decided we liked this area because of the proximity to the ocean, nice beaches, nice restaurants. It's very attractive here.
What type of house are you looking for?
Well, we just want something simple. All of our lives together, we've taken care of big houses and the maintenance issues and being afraid to go on vacation because you've got all this house to take care of. So we just want something simple. We're definitely downsizing since it's just Bob and I and the dogs. So we're just looking for 2-bedroom minimum. 2.5 baths would be nice. So when we have company, something really simple. Nice swimming pool. I want to be close to downtown. I want to be close to the action because we like to walk a lot. So that's really important to us.
And what about a condo or a house, a standalone house?
I think condo, definitely. We're not used to living a condo apartment style, so it's going to take some adjusting. But a standalone house, once again, we're going to have to worry about what happens to if we want to go visit our family in Italy for 6 months, or there's the house, and we have to worry about that. So I think definitely we need to try the condo route for a while.
Okay.
Besides, I'm tired of pushing the lawnmower.
Here you can hire someone to do it for you.
Really?
Yeah.
You still got to worry about though.
Okay, what kind of budget? What's your where would you like to keep the money? Within what range?
I think realistically, I know it's probably a problem experience at the time of coming down here and think, oh, it's Mexico, I could buy something for, $100,000. Right on the beach, right. We've been doing our research. We've really researched, and one of the reasons we picked this area is because we the best house for our money. So we're thinking in budget about
Okay, now what about amenities? What kind of things would you like to have around where you're living at here in Mexico?
Well, definitely air conditioning.
Okay.
I'm a spoiled American. I want my dishwasher and my garbage disposal, and I want a nice kitchen because I like to cook.
Good.
And I want on the ground floor because of the dogs. We enjoy walking a lot. Going to the beach. Really enjoy beach and reading. And I do yoga. And Bob does photography.
Now, the real estate side, do you have any concerns? It's a little bit different buying here in Mexico than up in the States or back in Canada. What questions do you have about the real estate market?
We've discussed a number of issues, and once again, more people who like to research. So our concerns so far that we've been researching is there financing available? What if we want to go over our budget but we don't have enough cash? So that's a concern.
Okay.
There's always this issue about can you actually own land in Mexico, or is it just a trust? So we're still not clear on that issue.
Okay.
And how long will it take to complete the process in the States? We're used to dealing with a title company, and we're dealing with escrow. Do they do that here? We're not sure on that one either, so that's why we've come to you.
Those are a lot of good questions right there. And Bob, what about you? What are your questions you have?
Yeah, I have the same question.
Okay.
She and I have talked about this. I think she voiced them well.
Okay, good. This has been Mi Casa, Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd, Bob and Cathy. Thanks for sitting here with me and having this nice chat.
Thank you for inviting us. We're excited to get on with our hunt.
Well, that's enough chit chat for me. I'm gonna get to work on putting together for them a nice Playa del Carmen mesa. That's Spanish for table for all of you gringos out there. Options of real estate areas here in Playa del Carmen for them to choose from. So don't go away. The journey is just beginning for them and for you here on Mi Casa's Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd here on the Top Mexico channel. We'll be back in 2 minutos.
Will the Morrisons have a rough time finding the Mexican Caribbean home for them and their beloved pets? Or will it be a smooth walk in the park for them and their furry little friends? Stay tuned as Mi Casa's Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd, A Dog's Life returns.
Don't be fooled. The man in the photo cares about the seller, not you. But we do. You are our priority. What do you need? Tell us, because we listen and we search for what you want. We've experienced negotiating, searching and finding top deals while taking care of our clients. Need legal advice for the buying process? We got you covered. Don't know where to buy groceries? We'll show you. Because we are here to take care of you. Our experience and credentials make us a reliable source for buying property in Mexico. Don't believe me? Let them tell you.
Hello, I'm Thomas Lloyd, and that brings us to this week's top tip of the week. The question for this week is, what shouldn't I forget when bringing my pet down to Mexico? 5 basic things. Identification. Make sure the tag on your pet is updated with the new address down here in Mexico. 2, box. Get yourself a box and make sure you don't forget any of the favorite toys or any of the favorite foods on your trip down to Mexico. 3, you want to get your new pet familiar with the house. It's a new house, so give him time to get familiar with the backyard, the different rooms. And 4, the neighborhood. Take plenty of walks at the beginning so your pet knows how to get back home. 5 is know when to leave your pet back home. There are plenty of places here in Mexico that do not allow pets. A lot of beaches do not allow pets, so know when to leave your pet back home. That's this week's top tip of the week. Welcome back to Mi Casa's Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd here on the Top Mexico channel. Now, before the break, the Morrisons, Bob and Cathy, both avid pet lovers and animal enthusiasts, had decided that Mexico was a place where they wanted to settle down and enjoy their retirement. A place where they could take long walks on the white sandy beaches of the Caribbean, enjoy the delicious Mexican food, and revel in the unmistakable and unparalleled atmospheric vibe that is the Riviera Maya. All with their furry little ones, Oliver and Clyde, in tow. With this in mind, I have found 3 great areas in the Riviera Maya for Bob and Cathy, along with Oliver and Clyde, to choose from. Now, Bob and Cathy's Top Mexico wish list for the perfect paradise property for them and their furry 4-legged family members to call home are comprised of 6 unique and essential items. First, a 2-bedroom and 2.5 bathroom residence. A swimming pool. It needs to be close to downtown. Condo. A $300,000 budget. It should have modern appliances. And their concerns were financing. How does a bank trust work? And how long will the closing process be until completed? With their wish list now in hand, the top Mexico buyers reps and myself can now go to work. First, my team and I have a brainstorming meeting to identify possible matches, sifting through hundreds of possible properties and neighborhoods that meet our clients' needs. We then search the top Mexico real estate website databases to focus in on just the right property and location. Lastly, we visit a network with over 100 real estate agents in order to properly and thoroughly best serve our clients' needs, until finally narrowing down the search from nearly hundreds of neighborhoods down to just 3. Choice 1, Little Italy, Playa del Carmen. As the name suggests, Little Italy is known for their delicious Italian cuisine restaurants and an active and vibrant ambiance, complete with condos and family-style homes throughout this new and hip neighborhood. With beautiful stretches of beaches and some of the best beach clubs in all of the Riviera Maya, this relatively new neighborhood designation has lived up to its reputation and honors the passionate and driven stereotype that many Italians wear so proudly. Additionally, Little Italy, which is located in the heart of Playa del Carmen, is a complete living experience with wonderful cross-nationality restaurants, family-friendly sports facilities, fresh produce markets, and a cool, chic vibe. Little Italy, your perfect neighborhood by the Caribbean Sea. Cocoa Beach. Just the sound of the name already promises paradise. This Riviera Maya neighborhood is one of the most tropical, hip, and chic places in the entire Mexican Caribbean coast. With coconut-laden palm trees, restaurants, and the world-famous Fifth Avenue at its doorstep, Cocoa Beach is definitely one of the most sought-after locations for buyers and vacationers alike. Being on the north end of the city of Playa del Carmen, Cocoa Beach has a variety of condominium complexes and a handful of single-family homes. As the area is just growing and owners start to see an increase in value, anyone looking for a single-family home might consider buying, demolishing, and starting from scratch. Condominiums, on the other hand, are what this neighborhood is mainly made up of. Most of the condos are found within 4 blocks of the beach, whereas family homes might take you a bit further back. Because no construction exists directly on the beachfront in this neighborhood, most condominiums have their common areas and pools built on the rooftop, offering magnificent front row views of the Caribbean Ocean. Nearly 10% of the condominium complexes function under condo hotel basis, offering great amenities and increasing rental potential. The beaches at Cocoa Beach are some of the Riviera Maya's most exclusive beachfronts. You will find many fishermen with their boats on one point, waiting to go out on tours or just to fish, bringing fresh fish back for lunch. You will see snorkelers only a few feet off the beach, enjoying the wonders of the underwater world. As Fifth Avenue has started to develop further north, Cocoa Beach has seen growth in what it offers, as well as in value. There are several restaurants and cafes for enjoyment, as well as newer establishments with less than 2 years of operation. Throughout the area, you will find different mom-and-pop vegetable and fruit stores and convenience stores. Although no big supermarkets are found within Cocoa Beach, it is just north of Little Italy and downtown, which are both of easy access through 10th Avenue or the Federal Highway 307. However, you will find a few specialty stores scattered throughout, such as Italian pastries and hammock shops. Most condominium complexes offer swimming pools as part of their amenities. There are also jogging and biking paths running down Fifth Avenue, which takes you all the way down to Playa Car one way or Grand Corral the other way. Those with hobbies and pastimes will also find beachfront yoga and much more. Cocoa Beach, the paradise everyone wants to call home. Downtown. Commonly known as El Centro, this Playa del Carmen downtown neighborhood was the first part of this tropical region to be developed about 15 years ago, when the Riviera Maya boom first began. Downtown is located just north of Playa Car and south of Constituyentes Avenue, right in the center and just west of the beach. This neighborhood is predominantly made up of small condominiums, many of which operate as condo hotels given the high tourist demand of the area. Condominiums are either located on the beachfront or within 5 blocks of it. While there are a handful of single-family homes in the area, they are smaller and further away from the beach. Empty residential lots are scarce, so for anyone wanting to build their dream home, the better option is to buy an old home, demolish, and rebuild. El Centro has beautiful beaches, a main pier for ferries going to Cozumel, and several tourist attractions and international beach clubs open to the general public. In exchange for consuming beverages and food in a club, you may use the beach beds and umbrellas. Within this neighborhood, there are many restaurants and coffee shops of all types. You may find many on the beachfront, as well as along Fifth Avenue and the smaller streets that wind through the neighborhood. Coffee shops ranging from local mom-and-pop cafes, Mexican franchises, and even international coffee franchises are abundant and found in this wonderful area. Grocery shops are common in downtown. You will find large grocery stores such as Walmart, Mega, and other large national grocery stores open to the public. An open fruit and vegetable market is also gaining popularity, allowing for residents to find organic and exotic food. You can also easily find specialty stores such as bakeries, wine shops, or specialty foods in the downtown area. For those more active people, downtown offers many options. Most beach clubs offer kayaking, paddleboarding, sailing, beach volleyball, and other water sports. There are also various gyms available throughout, as well as spas. Bike paths allow for biking and lead people from Playa Car to the northern neighborhoods of Playa del Carmen. Finally, for the spiritualist in us all, yoga is quickly becoming very popular in Mexico, and downtown Playa del Carmen is not being left behind. People who like fishing will also find local fishermen to point them to their favorite fishing holes and baits. Downtown Playa del Carmen, el corazón de la Riviera Maya.
Now that the Top Mexico team, keeping the guests' wish list in mind, has scouted and filtered through numerous neighborhoods and properties and has narrowed the choice down to 3 neighborhoods, the Top Mexico buyers' representatives invite the guests on a Top Mexico real estate tour to check out the options they have chosen for them. With the tour, the guest can now make an informed and educated decision when deciding which neighborhood and what property they want to invest in to enjoy their future.
Whew, boy, that was rough. But seriously now, after sitting down and meeting various times with our guests, visiting the properties, and after extensive consideration, the Morrisons have chosen for their retirement, along with Oliver and Clyde, Little Italy in the hip and trendy neighborhood of downtown Playa del Carmen, Mexico.
Bob and Cathy chose the beautiful and hip neighborhood of Little Italy, located in Playa del Carmen, as it fits many of their wish list items they had requested. The Morrisons were looking for a nice 2-bedroom condo with beautiful amenities, like a swimming pool, pet-friendly environment, and nearby convenient downtown area. So this neighborhood was a perfect fit for their needs. Little Italy, the chic and hip, centrally located neighborhood in Playa del Carmen.
Actual Studio, now closer to you. Visit our new store in Pabellón Cumbres, where you will find all our furniture and decorations for your house or apartment. Actual Studio, your best choice.
Hello, I'm Thomas Lloyd, and this is this week's second top tip of the week. The question is, how do I care for my pets once I'm living down in Mexico? Now, the first thing you're going to be reviewing is when you first cross into Mexico, you'll look for the animal and plant health inspection offices. Now, there are 4 basic things that they're going to be looking for. Vaccinations, they're going to be looking that you are not importing more than 4 animals at the same time, and that the animals are either a cat or a dog. And also that if you have puppies or kittens, that they're not less than 3 months of age. And the other things, once you're down here in Mexico, you're going to find a variety of animal hospitals and professional veterinarians. So you shouldn't worry about that. Second thing is make sure you understand that most of the cities in Mexico do require leashes. And the beaches here in Mexico also, the majority do not allow for pets to be walking on the beaches. So that's enough time that we have for this week's top tip of the week. Thanks for watching. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for this week's show. Don't forget, if you see any properties on the show that are of interest to you, or if you have any questions about how to buy real estate in Mexico, find us at www.topmexicorealestate.com. I want to thank our special guests, Bob and Cathy, for taking the time to spend with us and choosing to work with the Top Mexico Buyers Representatives. And a special thanks to you for watching Mi Casa is Tu Casa with Thomas Lloyd here on the Top Mexico channel. And who knows, maybe next time you'll find yourself on our next episode. But you gotta get down here first. Remember Top Mexico Real Estate. We make it happen. Hasta luego, amigos. Muchas gracias. See you later.